Hi everybody and welcome to my Unruly Housewife channel. This is probably going to be my last polymer claying video of 2017, and so I thought I'd do a little bit of a retrospective and we could look at some of the tools and products that served us so well during the year and maybe share them with people who haven't seen them before. Just have a bit of a look back, you know. So there's 7 products I want to look at and I'm going to crack on. Number 1 is these leather punches. I know a lot of you will already have them. Some of you won't have seen them yet. They are brilliant. I got mine from Amazon. You can probably get them from eBay. I don't know. I think this set has 39 in, but I've seen sets with 52. Quite expensive. I think these were about £12. But, you know, shop around. So look at these. They go down to really small sizes. They're nice and deep. They're very rigid and strong, so you don't get that kind of bending in at the sides as you hold them to cut things. I do anyway. I've got a grip like the Incredible Hulk. They do have seams, but they're very, very flat and you can't really see them on your work. They're a really good thing to buy, and if you haven't come across them yet, I would highly recommend them. I haven't got any examples of what I've done with those because, to be honest, I think you can probably imagine it for yourself. The second thing I'm going to show you is Swelligant by Christy Friesen, and here's some examples of things that I've made using Swelligant. And I keep my Swelligant in this lovely box, and it's actually a Hello Kitty box. I don't know if you can see. Isn't it nice? Swelligant comes in little bottles like this, and basically what you do is you get patinas or patinas and you put them over metal coating which you paint on, and this is real metal coating, and when you put the patinas or patinas, never ever know which, on, they start to cause a chemical reaction and you can leave it for as long as you like. Christy's done a great video on it. I've done a little demo video on it somewhere, and there's a sealant. Anyway, yeah, there's lots of different ones. I haven't got all of them. I won't go into it too much, but I do think Swelligant is worth trying out. I'm not being sponsored for any of these videos, by the way. I should be so lucky. This fish I made from polymer clay, and then I painted it with copper paint, and I went over the top with green, I think it's yellow green patina. And look at it, it's just amazing. It's turned it from a polymer clay fish into a, well, like a sort of antique-y object, isn't it? It's amazing. And the little one, I used the sky, I think it's called Sapphire Blue. I don't know. Check them out, have a look at them. If you're in the UK, Palmer Metals sells them, Palmer's Metals. In America, I don't know, you probably get them from Christy's own website. This one leads me to my next thing that I want to show you. And that is these bath bomb moulds. These have been really exciting for me in 2017. I made some videos and stuff, and basically they come in pairs, they come in all different sizes, and you won't be surprised to know that they're moulds that people make bath bombs with. But you can also use them to make dishes. These have got a slightly flat bit there with a bit of a pattern on, but they're really great. Got them from Amazon, of course. They ring like little bells. Feedback from my videos, people do have trouble sometimes removing them from the mould. My advice was, when making them, was kind of do the start, part bake. Please excuse the inside, still haven't got around to painting it. My advice was, you know, part bake them, pop them off, add the details. But if you're having trouble, if you have used these and you've had trouble, you know, do a full bake, make your clay really strong. That's before you try and take it off, you know. But what I do is I put my thumbnail between the mould and the clay, and slide it around like that, all the way around. And then if I can make a little gap like that, I will put some card in or something, a strip of card, and try and sort of slide that around until air gets in between and it comes adrift. And you know, it's quite fiddly. I don't put anything on here. I don't know if, I don't actually think that would help. But they are, if you can use them, people have made some absolutely brilliant examples of these. Much better than mine. bath bomb moulds, really fun, not tremendously expensive, and just think of all the uses you could use these for with your polymer clay. Excuse the clattering. So they are number 3. Number 4. Now, I'm quite upset about this. A lovely lady called Debbie Bulford showed me these at the 20th anniversary of the British Polymer Clay Guild, which was down in Kidderminster in, I think it was June or June, I think. Can't remember now. I presented it, I was the compere, and Debbie was doing a demonstration. And basically these little temporary tattoos are from Claire's Accessories, places like that. Really fun, cheap little tattoos that girls, or boys I guess, can wet and slide off onto their skin. Now, what Debbie did was she wet them and slid them onto polymer clay, and they made a really great effect, which I had lots of great examples of. Do you think I can find them? No, I can't. The only one I can find is one I made in my video and then sort of put aside in my in my scrap clay to reuse the clay. So it's kind of broken. It was just waiting there to be smushed up, because, you know, not everything I make in my videos gets completed. So this is from my demo video. But you can see how nice that looks on the clay. It goes on, it bakes. You can watch the video. I'll link to it in the description. But they really just, they take to clay beautifully and they work really well. So, temporary tattoos are the thing. Definitely advise you to have a little play with those. That was number 4. Number 5, my Lino Cutter. I love my Lino Cutter. Definitely invest in one of these because they're so cheap, and you get all these different sizes to cut your channels. And some more there. And this kind of weird thing you can experiment with. And look at the effects that you can get. You just screw these into a little handle like that, kind of unscrew it, pop this in, tighten it up, and then you have thin layers of clay in different colours, and you scoop them out. And I just used a kind of motion like that, quite a subtle dipping motion. And you can see this one kind of has little hollows in it, and the bits you scoop out you can put onto clay to make patterns, like almost tentacle patterns. Or you can, once you've scooped the clay out, you can flatten it and make things like this. I tried to make sort of fire patterns. This one I varnished. Black and white one. I just think they're so much fun, and for the money, gosh, you don't get many tools as cheap as that. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I know it was just nothing. Next thing, oh, a bit of a giveaway. My next thing are these easy cuffs. They're from tinypandora.com. This is like the smallest size she makes at present. That's the largest size. When you buy them, they come with lots of like findings and cabochons, things like that. There's loads with them. I have to be difficult and make them slightly differently, so that mine haven't got any findings on them or cabochons, but that's just me being a nuisance. Let me see. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, the sky is, yeah, it's kind of a biblical darkness coming down on us. You get these lucite templates so that you can cut out your clay. And what she's done is, because you know you can make bangles around drink cans and things if you wanted to, so what she's done is she's made these, I think they're 8.5 inches, which is the usual size for a bangle, and so that means that they would make a complete circle. She's made them to exactly fit her cuffs, which, as I say, there's various sizes. Check it out on her website. So you can take your cut out piece of clay, wind it round, and then make it as long or as short as you want. Or if you really wanted, you could put it around a drinks can, make a bangle. I made these. This is really cute. This texture sheet's from Cool Tools, I think. And this one has got some stroppel cane slices on it. But as I say, you can make ones with little chains and things. They're really easy to make, really fun. They're not called easy cuffs for nothing. And yeah, I'd highly recommend them. I think they're a game changer because when I put clay around a can, I can't get it to sit straight. I just make some kind of wobbly thing. And last but not least is this. It's a Marxist tool. Everyone's spell checker changes it to Marxist. It's not a Marxist tool. It's not a Leninist tool. It's measured out in millimeters, but it doesn't matter really what it's measured out in because you can just use these. And basically, if you've got a piece of clay that you want to measure, particularly if it's a round cane or something, I struggle with rulers in these situations. You can just pop this on and give a little press and it will mark out equal sizes. And that is has been designed by Donna Cato, famous Donna Cato, who is going to be teaching me polymer claying in March. Yes, because I've signed up for a course, and she has a company called the Prairie Craft Company in America, so you could probably get it through that. We definitely get it through that. In the UK, I don't know, I've probably got mine on eBay, or just Google it. You know, quite often people say, "Oh, where do you buy that?" Well, you know, Google it. Let me Google that for you. Okay, so those are the things that I got excited about in 2017. You might want to leave comments down below if you can think of something that I haven't used, that you've used. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and New Year. I hope you're getting yourself some polymer clay presents. And I will see you in 2018, although there'll probably be like a non-polymer clay video before then. I don't know, we'll see. I love you all. Bye bye.